that's just a little bit about the admin that we have, and the next hat that we have, and this is on a daily basis, would be sales, and this is probably one that maybe I could talk a little bit more about.
Sales.
So there's a saying from Mark Cuban. He says, "Sales cures all." And it's one thing that whenever I came into this business, if you guys have been watching any of our videos, you know that sales is probably the one thing that I felt like I brought to the table. Have a background of sales. I've been talking to people, in a sales capacity, working with people for a long time. I've done door-to-door sales. I've done phone sales, through telemarketing. I've done fundraisers over the phone, for different political parties, and we've done mergers and acquisitions type conversations with companies that were looking to sell their businesses, and connect them with companies that were looking to acquire business. So it's just something that I felt like I've always been comfortable with. And so most of the sales, not all of it now, most of the sales is kind of it funnels through me. But in the last 10 months, going on 11 months now, right?
Mm-hmm.
11 months that my wife has been full-time, she's now taking on more and more of the sales, in particular the online sales. Now we have different, even though it's sales, we have different ways of selling to our customers. Number one, I just mentioned that it's online sales. You guys probably see, if you see any of our posts, you'll see a tag, a little, graphic that says "Buy Social," and that is really a concept or philosophy that I came up with whenever I realized that the landscape of local business changed. You hear a lot of people saying "buy local," but I don't believe that we really buy local. I think that we buy social. We buy people that we're connected to on social media. We buy to people who support our cause, people who are in our community. And by community, I mean the people that you're living everyday life with. A lot of times these are the ways that you're buying, referrals and repeat business. Those are all part of that social landscape that I feel that makes up that philosophy, "Buy Social." And so it just makes sense for people to buy that way. And so it's one reason why we're so big at creating the content to just kind of be constantly on your mind, because you'll connect with us, and then you'll feel more comfortable buying with us than you doing business with us than you would maybe someone who was right down the street. And so that's the whole concept of "Buy Social," and that falls under online sales. And so a lot of times, if you send a direct DM to our Facebook page, or send a text message to our text phone number, it's going to be my wife that's going to be responding and interacting with you there through there. But then we have phone sales. You talk a little bit about what it's like whenever a phone sales comes in.
For me?
Yeah. Yes.
So I really don't like taking phone calls.
Right.
But with the phone calls that we receive for our business, I guess it's a little bit different. I have a good grasp of all of the types of services that we provide, yes, but then sometimes a customer will ask something about a specific service that I may not have the answer to, and so my husband's always there. It's like I can walk over to the next room and he's right there, and if I take a phone call, and so he's always there to help me, guide me through those types of phone calls. But every time we get a phone call,
a lot of times whenever the phone, what I try to do is shorten the conversation. It's like whenever you call, I'm trying to push the call to send a direct message through Facebook, send an inquiry through our website, send us a text, send us an email, so that way I can get on to the next thing. And I try not to make that phone call last too long. Sometimes you just, somebody's just looking for a quick price, and then we can give them a price right there on the phone. But I always want to have a backup, so that way it's just not someone who comes in and we never interact with them again. I always try to get their contact information, so that way we can, put them into our process and make sure that we're constantly, in communication with everybody that comes into contact with our business, no matter how it is. But phone sales, we're going to capture the information, and then we're going to follow up with you in some way, somewhere down the line, if we're not able to close them.
Yeah, and so with that, we you can text us after you make a phone call. We've got our number. You can send us a text, email. But that's another way also to make sure that we have a paper trail per se, because sometimes if we just do the phone call and then we're taking down information, and maybe the customer saying something in detail, right? And those things in detail, we'd rather have them in an email, in a text, something that we can go back and look, so make sure that we're not missing anything. That keeps us both of us on the same page, because then if once we get to fulfilling the order or ordering supplies, ordering material, things like that, we can always go back and say, oh yeah, this is what they ordered, this is the color, this is the style, I need to do this and that. So that's always the reason why we like to
just kind of funnel it in.
Yeah.
And it helps us just be organized and like she said, on the same page, because we're getting calls and inquiries on all the different products and services. And so we can't, run our business on a sticky note. It's like sticky note needs to become a task. And then we have a process within our business, the software that we use to be able to manage these tasks and to be able to manage the projects, so that way nothing falls through the cracks. So we move it from the first point of contact to the next process in our business, so that way we can make sure we're, not only are we, nothing's falling through the cracks, but we stay on our timelines, right? That's a big thing, for our customers, is to make sure that, not only are you producing a good quality, product or service, but they want to make sure that you're meeting their deadlines. And if you're not able to meet the deadlines, well, then you need to make sure that you contact them ahead of time, so that way their expectations can be adjusted, and no one's disappointed, or we don't lose a customer just because we dropped the ball on our communications. And so that's phone sales. We have referrals. I say it all the time on whenever I post on social media, how grateful we are to our customers. We get a ton of referrals, people that either like or share our posts, and when someone's looking for a product or service that we offer, or if someone is posting in a different on a page, a business page, and someone's asking, who do you know that makes T-shirts, or who does work, vehicle wraps or something like that, we're always getting people that are tagging us, and I say, just showing love. And this is part of that social, buying social. These people have become our friends. I like calling our customers friends, because only a friend really looks out for you like that. And so we have a good core of people, a referral base that keeps us busy just with referrals. And then lastly, under sales, I have repeat customers. Many of our customers, over the years have, just order the same thing, and we were able to cross sell the services. So if a customer starts out with business cards, we're able to upsell them to buy banners or business cards, and not business cards, but banners, and maybe T-shirts and things like that. Cross selling them, and so they've gotten comfortable with doing with the way that we do ourselves. We have customers that order repeat orders like through text. They say, we need another set of cards, we need some more magnets, we need some more T-shirts, we need some more hats, and it's all done through text, and or it's done through a direct message on our Facebook page. And so these are the things, the kind of the systems that we put into place, so that way we can actually be selling on different platforms at the same time, and we all funnel it through maybe one or two dashboards, so that way she or I can handle it, and without being stretched too thin. Because I do think that if you don't run your business right, you can stretch yourself too thin. It's all about the processes and the systems that you have in place to be able to manage your business. And with us having multiple lines of business, it just complicates the process even more. So we have to rely on technology. We have to rely on doing research on the best practices of doing business, for project management, to customer relationship management, to how to fulfill orders and things like that. We have to stay on top of that, so that way we can grow as a business, and not stretch ourselves too thin. But sales is a big part of our business. Without sales, obviously, we wouldn't be talking to you today. Because we have to keep the sales coming in. So we thank you if you're our customer, or if you're a referral. We thank you for the business that you brought us, and we look forward to serving you for a long, long time.